Hello, I am Melissa and here's a channel, the message for you watching this video. I set the intention that it reaches you at the right moment, so it's completely timeless and the content is for you if it reaches you, okay? So I'm gonna go back to my body and I'm going to channel this message for you. All right. I hear a sentence. I hear you saying it's now or never. It's now or never. Almost like you're like about to take this leap of faith, or you're about to jump out of this cliff, or making this decision. It's now or never. It feels very obvious for you. It's this gut feeling. Because there's this sense of delay. And so it's almost like you want to catch up the delay that you have experienced in your life by making this decision very almost abruptly, like very, very fast. It's interesting because I feel like this is the right thing for you to do. The now or never is totally legitimate, but the message is like it's a little bit abrupt. So just be aware that part of the reason you're making this decision is the delay you have been experiencing. So just make sure that you're aware of that, but what you're doing is the right thing. Just make sure, just be aware of that part, okay? The reason you need to be aware, now I understand. The reason you need to be aware of that, of the motivation, part of the motivation. Again, you're making this decision for the good reasons, okay? But part of the motivation is the delay, the impatient. Just be aware of it, because this is something that will come partly with you into this next adventure. And so just be aware of it so that you can process it and integrate it as you step into this new decision, this new situation, okay? So that's the first message. But nothing wrong, okay? You're doing the right thing and you're doing it in the right timing. Huh? That's not what I'm saying. Huh? Just be aware of this little nuance, okay? Alors, what I'm hearing is that you will be surprised how easy this new situation will be. When I say easy, it feels like it's flow. There's a lot of flow. And so you're telling yourself, you're surprised how much flow there is and how easy it is. Easy, quote unquote. Things will feel easy from now on, and you're catching this and you're like, it's weird. Because things might have been hard. Let me have a look at your past, near past. Yeah, you were. It's like before you were in many situations where you were waiting after someone's decision. So you were waiting for. It's like you were depending on someone's decision to move forward. Can be a person, it can be an institution, it can be a company, it can be a group of people, a collective. Okay. And now you're not in. Now, alors, are you still dependent? No, you're not dependent. That's the thing. You're not depending anymore. It's like now it's at your own flow. So a lot of you are taking a new trajectory that involves a lot of maybe entrepreneurship, or like you're on your own, or you're the leader, or might be working or in a relationship with somebody, but you're not waiting for the other anymore. It's something like this. You don't have to. Okay, let me have a look a little bit closer at where you are at in this moment and what kind of message could support you moving forward. Don't spend time trying to look for the little mistake or the fault in this situation, because it's meant to be easy now, okay? And that's something you need to integrate. There is a flow for you now, okay? And it's so unusual that you may question it, like, how is that possible? And like, you lose yourself a little bit in trying to understand and wondering why it's that easy, quote unquote. And I'm seeing the situation where you're asking your guide, you're asking for help, and here it comes. For some, it's not even asking your guides. It's like you ask yourself, it's like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna... So I see this next step. How am I gonna do this? And then, like, 2 hours later, you see something, or there's a synchronicity, or you just have the answer. You self-inquire, and 2 hours later, you have the answer coming from your heart already. It's like this. It's like a heightened sense of intuition that gonna serve a direction, a project, and it feels like it's. I don't really feel it like it's a relationship. I feel it. It's more like a solo project, or something you're trying to manifest for yourself, and I feel it's really like something you're doing on your own. It's not just like a business project. It can be any type of project. It can be also a situation you're trying to manifest, like a move or a change of direction, or like you're planning your holidays. You're planning a big 3-month holidays, and like you're on your own. That's a trip you do on your own, or like you want to go to an ashram or a retreat, and like you're organizing, and you're like, I know I need to do this, but I don't know when, where, and how. And then you ask yourself this question, and then I don't know, you find an ad online, and here it is. I don't know, I'm just saying, like, an example. Okay, what else for you? What else to guide you? I'm seeing you opening the fridge, but the fridge is very symbolic. It's about your resource. It's almost like you have so much, you don't have clarity on your direction, but you have clarity on you were very recently given clarity on your resources. And part of that is your character, you had your talents, your tools. It's almost like you got a lot of clarity on your tools, on your resources, on your techniques, on your talents, on your skill set. Or there was an upgrade in your skill set, or you bought yourself like a crazy software. It can be also technological. There was like an upgrade and a newfound clarity on your resources in general. It can be innate, like, I don't know, channeling or healing, or it can also be a software or whatever. It's like there's something that you discovered about yourself, or something that you have and like you're opening this fridge of all the resources that you have, and you're like, okay, which one do I pick? Which one do I use? And there's so much clarity and so much confidence, and you feel really empowered, and you feed that into your direction, but you don't know exactly where you're going, but you're also flowing with that, like you're fine with that. And I hear that for some of you, it's about your children. I feel like it's for a few of you. It might not speak to everyone, but it's like there's a situation for your children. You're trying to help your child going through something, or there's a decision you need to make, or an organization you need to create around your child, and you're like, okay, how am I gonna do this? And you're looking at, and you're very, very confidently addressing this quote unquote issue or this problematic. And for some of you, it's going to be about your children, but for the rest, it's going to be about your own life and situations you're trying to create and move forward to. Oh, my grammar. Move forward with. Um, I have an English test for my visa in 2 days. Anyway. All right, let's focus on you again. Alors, what messages do I see for you as well? Now there's something about your family, about your relationship. There's a message that I want to come through towards your attitude with somebody. It's like someone around you is going to offer their opinion and you're like, but I don't care. They are trying to point out a problem or an obstacle about something you're trying to do. And you're not really sharing that much, but you know, like you're gonna say something or they will see you doing something and they are like trying to find every single obstacles that you might encounter and you're like, but I don't care. And I think that's the appropriate attitude. You're validated. That's the content of the channeling message right now, is that it's okay. It's okay to be in this I don't care attitude and not over justify your next move, because they would not understand what source of energy is pushing you. They are not connected. They are not plugged into the same magnet. Okay, and that's okay. Yeah, you know, I'm seeing I'm seeing that you've been queuing up to you're at a ski station and this is obviously symbolic. You're at a ski station and you've been queuing up to get the stick with the seat, the rest, where you can sit on in order to get pulled all the way up to the mountain. And so you've been waiting in line for some time to get the rest that you can put under your butt and to get pulled all the way up the mountain. And now you're on this stick and you're being pulled boop, 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 slowly boop, 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 boop. And nobody sees that. Okay, so that's basically an image for you. Nobody sees that. They see you moving, but they don't see the stick because it's under your butt. It's behind your back, you see, it's like pushing you. Okay, can we have some precise situation a little bit more? I'm seeing that for a lot of you, you're going to, there's going to be a reunion, a gathering, a family gathering, or even a restaurant with a key. It's life is going, for all of you, I think it's going to manifest in different ways, but for all of you, very soon, let me have a timeline, within 10 days, is it right? Early July, because I saw a 7, early July or within 10 days, end of June to beginning of July, you have a reunion planned, a gathering, a dinner with people you consider home, people that you talk very deeply to. So it can be your family, it can be close friends, it can be, it's not your partner, it can be very close friend, childhood friend, or your family. And you have this gathering, and it's almost like life is bringing this event into all of our lives in order for something to be noticed, something to happen, something to be felt, something to be noticed. And I'm gonna have a look at what it is. It's about the realization of how far you've changed, how far you've been, how far you're going, or something like that. Is how much you changed. But somehow I'm saying how far you go. It's about that, how far you go. Oh, and it's a question you're asking yourself. How far do I go in the conversation, in what I'm sharing, what I'm talking about? How far is it beneficial? How far? How much should they know about me at this moment? How much can they take in? You know, it's like this type of questions. And you're really, like you're more quiet than usual. And you're like really being very selective with what you say. And it's not that there is bad intentions around you. It's just that I know you come into this gathering with the knowing that they don't understand you fully, or they are not at all experiencing this energy, and they are not at all connected to the source of energy that you're currently being plugged in. And so you're completely aware of that, and that's why you're going to be really in your mind during this gathering, trying to point out your how much you can talk about a certain thing. You know what? I don't think it's about you. I don't think the topic of the conversation is necessarily about you, where you're going, what you're doing. I don't think you're going to open at all the conversation about you. I think it's about what's going on in their life, and like you're seeing things that they don't see in their own life, or about the life of one of your family member or your friend, if it's your friend. And like you're seeing things that they don't see, and you're like, how far can I share my opinions? Like how much can I share? How much can I reflect on what they're going on? Would they understand if I open up about this? Like if I share my opinion or my viewpoint on this? It's about what's going on in their lives. It's not at all about you. I don't feel like the spotlight, quote unquote, is on you, because you're like turning the spotlight on them. Like you're the one asking question. I don't even know if you're asking question. You're like feeling very, very passive in this gathering. You're just trying to preserve yourself, but it's also like it's not giving up. It's not resentment. It's not giving up. It's more like it just doesn't make sense anymore to try to share my knowledge, to share my opinion, to mirror something they're experiencing, because you can't relate anymore. It's not that you can't relate. It's so different, and you understand that they will not be able to integrate, okay, or to see where you come from. Yeah, and it's not about you again. It's really about them. Okay, I think that was it for now. Thank you a lot for watching. If you're interested in having a private channeling session with me, you're the most welcome. You can bring all of your questions. I love going into details. I'm not doing general energies. I can deep dive into whatever topics you might have, and you can. It's very interactive as well. You can interrupt me while channeling, and we can go deeper. It's very dynamic, and it's very fun and magical. So feel free to reach out if you're interested. You will find all of the contact details in the description box of this video. Thank you very much for your sweet time watching this video. If it resonates, please comment. I'd love to know, and I answer a lot, as long as YouTube doesn't delete your comment. Yeah, so feel free. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.